Who is this? Are you a commissioner?
I am the commissioner. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000.
Hey, I'm getting screamed at by one of your cops. I got a guy who doesn't know who I am.
You're with the mayor right now.
Yes, sir.
I just need to look into the MOU and figure out how to get you guys out of here. You want to see who I am?
Really?
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Just go to the chief, how's that?
I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah,
Really?
This police officer was shocked to learn that the driver speeding at nearly triple the limit was a deputy police chief.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over? Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
On June 20th, 2023, in Henry County, Georgia, a police officer on routine patrol spotted a black Dodge Charger speeding down a road with a posted speed limit of just 35 miles per hour. However, the vehicle was traveling at 95 miles per hour, so fast that the officer immediately activated his emergency lights and initiated a traffic stop.
Really?
The surprise didn't end there. As he approached the vehicle, he discovered that the driver was none other than Deputy Police Chief Yarbrough from another police department within Henry County.
License in the back.
Yeah.
At that moment, the deputy chief appeared somewhat uneasy. He didn't make excuses or try to justify himself. Instead, he immediately handed over his driver's license for inspection.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger. It belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other.
After receiving the license from Deputy Chief Yarbrough, the officer returned to his patrol car and promptly contacted his supervisor to report the situation. On the other end, the supervisor confirmed that, based on the violations that had been established, the decision was entirely up to the officer and that there would be no interference.
Do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
After considering the circumstances, the officer chose to issue Deputy Chief Yarbrough a speeding citation.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
Deputy Chief Yarbrough remained cooperative, signed the citation without saying another word, and then left the scene.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
Henry County Police Chief Scandrett later addressed the incident. As soon as Deputy Chief Yarbrough received the citation, he reported the matter to me. Given the seriousness of the violation, I decided to suspend him for 40 hours without pay. When the officer's body camera footage was released to the public, social media immediately erupted with debate. Some people praised Yarbrough for not using his position to pressure the officer. Instead, he openly accepted responsibility and cooperated throughout the encounter. Many also commended the officer for following procedure, refusing to show favoritism, and upholding the principle that everyone is equal before the law. However, there was also criticism. Under Georgia law, driving nearly 3 times the speed limit on a rural road with a 35-mile-per-hour limit is considered a serious offense. According to critics, standard procedure should have required the driver to be arrested. Georgia law states, exceeding the speed limit by 24 to 33 miles per hour can result in a fine of up to $500. Driving faster than 85 miles per hour is classified as a serious speeding violation. and carries an additional $200 penalty. However, according to the citation, Yarbrough was not required to pay a single dollar at the scene and received only a verbal warning. This led many people to question whether the law had been enforced fairly. When reporters contacted Yarbrough's agency for comment, a spokesperson explained, at the time of the traffic stop, he was performing official duties and simply forgot to activate his emergency lights and siren. Under Georgia law, driving nearly 3 times the posted speed limit is considered a serious traffic offense. Drivers who exceed the speed limit by 24 to 33 miles per hour can face fines of up to $500, while speeds above 85 miles per hour may trigger an additional $200 superspeeder penalty. Because Yarbrough was reportedly traveling at 95 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone, some critics argued that a simple citation was not sufficient and that an arrest should have been considered. If you thought a top cop breaking the law was wild, just wait. Up next, see what happens when a city's highest official decides the rules don't apply. On the afternoon of September 24th, 2022, in Wichita, Kansas, a community welfare event called Clean Up the Neighborhood was being held in District 4. Only residents living in District 4 were allowed to participate in the free bulky waste disposal event. Business-related items and non-residents of District 4 were not eligible to participate. Many District 4 residents brought old belongings and lined up to wait for their turn to dispose of them. Suddenly, a red Ford pickup truck sped past the other vehicles waiting in line and drove straight toward the entrance of the disposal site, apparently attempting to cut the line. A police officer maintaining order at the event saw this and immediately scolded the driver, ordering him to return to the end of the line. Despite being warned several times, the driver refused to follow the officer's instructions. The officer then informed him that he would not be allowed to participate in the event. The officer began recording the truck's license plate information. The vehicle was carrying a large amount of bulky waste, waiting to be disposed of free of charge. At that point, the officer requested the driver's identification.
For me. Thank you, sir.
The footage shows that the driver made a phone call before handing over his identification. The driver turned out to be Wichita Mayor Brandon Whipple.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting screamed at by one of your cops. Who's the chief now?
Who's the chief?
Yeah. Lynn's still the chief?
Yeah.
I got a guy who doesn't know who I am. He's just screaming at me to turn around, incredibly rude. So I'm going to figure out how to report this. He's still the chief until this week?
Yeah, he's the chief through me. They overlap. Livingston starts with Livingston.
All right. So Lynn's still the chief. So how do I file a complaint against one of our officers?
In front of the officer, Mayor Whipple directly called the city manager to ask how he could file a complaint against the officer. Many cities in the United States operate under a council-manager form of government. In this system, the mayor's role is often largely ceremonial, such as representing the city in external affairs. The day-to-day operations of the city government and the authority to enforce municipal regulations belong to the city manager, who is appointed by the city council.
You only have actually you can file it directly with him, but you file it with me. Then he'll do
BOGT
My ID is 2348, sir.
2348. And this guy just went nuts on me because I turned into a parking lot wrong. Yeah, he's right now. He's writing down my ID and stuff. He has no idea who I am. Yeah.
I know who you are, Mr. Mayor. Hello, sir. Officer Vogt with the Wichita Police Department. How are you, sir?
Officer Spotley.
Yes, sir.
I assume the mayor's trying to get you an event.
Yes, sir.
And you're with the mayor right now.
Yes, sir.
Can you let him pass?
No, I'll go to the back of the line. My
I
issue
cannot,
is more-
unfortunately.
Faced with what were essentially two of the most powerful people in the city, the officer remained committed to his principles. Perhaps the body camera attached to his chest gave him the confidence to stand his ground.
No, there's a line and there's no signage or anything. It looks like there's a wreck. I turned into a neighborhood cleanup and I called you after this guy told me I'm no longer welcome at the neighborhood cleanup and that now he is going to be the, I guess the authority on who can do a neighborhood cleanup and drop things off and can't. which is definitely not what we do at City Hall, and that's why you're on the phone right now, Bob. That's the complaint. Not that I need to go in the back of the line, is that this guy tried to kick me out of what we appropriate for neighborhood cleanups based on his attitude and not on any facts.
Mayor Whipple complained to the city manager that the officer was abusing his police authority.
Got it. All right, Mayor, I've got one.
All right.
May I have the officer's name again?
Officer Vogt.
Hey, could you spell that, please?
Yes, sir. VOGT.
Okay, thank you, officer. Okay. And, Mayor, where's this happening?
This is at the machinist hall. There's one of the neighborhood cleanups. I got a bunch of stuff from one of my rentals coming through. I noticed that this guy didn't know who I was. I tried to ask him questions, and then also I just wanted to see how he would talk to citizens, and this is how we're being treated.
All right, thank you, Mayor. I will talk to you.
Thank you.
Can I get your phone number, sir?
You want my number?
Yes, sir.
After Whipple finished the call, the officer asked for the mayor's phone number, just as he would from any other citizen.
I'll be right back with you.
Can I unload my stuff?
Nope, we don't have any dumpsters to unload it. They're all full.
Officer Vogt later spoke with the person in charge of community services in District 4 and explained the entire incident.
Hey, Becca. So, I probably just got us all in a little hot water. The mayor showed up and didn't want to follow instructions to come in here. So he's already filed a complaint on me with the manager. I didn't recognize him initially. Well, I told him to turn around and leave, and he refused and said, no, I'm going to ask you a question. I said, no, you need to turn around and go back out, because he drove around our cars and came in here. I said, no, you need to turn around. So now he's told me, well, this is because you're being rude to me and you're yelling at me. I said, no, you need to turn around and leave. So he called Layton, filed a complaint on me because I'm rude, and he wants to know about if he can go ahead and dump his stuff. I said, no, we don't have a dumpster for you to dump your stuff. This one just pulled in. He mentioned to Layton that but I didn't know who he was, which I didn't initially recognize him. I was quite a ways away.
I can't stand
But
him.
Where's
he at now?
he's right there in the red shirt. I was going to ask. I told him also when he refused to comply. I said, "You're no longer welcome. You need to leave." And he said, "Now this I've dictated that, but that's the same way we treated other people that have refused to comply with our instructions." If you wanted me to allow him to go and bring his stuff up and dump, or to tell him to leave. He said these are from his rental properties, which would be part of his businesses. That's what he also told the manager.
What?
That's what he said. I heard him tell the manager that, which also would mean his stuff is not from his personal property.
Because Mayor Whipple lived in District 3, he was not eligible to participate in the event. The bulky waste collection program was a community benefit intended for District 4 residents. Whipple stated that he also owned a rental property in District 4. However, as long as the items were not for personal household use, they did not qualify for disposal at this event.
Mr. Mayor, here's your ID back, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Did you get a
Here's your ID back, sir.
A mailer? Oh, I don't know if I got a mailer or not. Why?
Because it's only for a certain residential area.
Right. And I'm in that area.
So why are you dumping for your renters? Because you're a nice guy.
What do you mean?
Okay,
No, like
for the
my property.
It's for the residents.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's from your home?
Yes.
Okay. If it's from your home, then where's your stuff at?
It's right there. I gotta go get in line, but I feel I probably won't make it now.
Where's your stuff at?
Right there in the
Like
red
3
shirt.
mattresses and like some other stupid little things. Jeez. That line's insane. I thought it was an accident.
Well, somebody shared it on Facebook, which we've never had that problem before. So in the future, people are going to have to bring their mailer to prove that they live in the area that we're targeting. Because we can't do all of Wichita. It's impossible.
Right.
I'm sorry you felt that I was rude. I didn't recognize you at first, but the reason we're so strict on the rules is because it gets ridiculous.
Right, I had no idea.
And somebody else had followed you in immediately, which that's why it amplifies the problem. That's why we try to redirect quickly and as fast as we could.
No, I understand.
Okay.
I didn't know what was happening, and then
Okay. There is, yes.
I didn't know that line was this.
Yep.
I never seen it like that.
She said go ahead though if you want to pull up to this first one since you're already in here and get it done.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Yep. Can I give you your ID back, sir?
I think so.
Okay.
In the end, Mayor Whipple got what he wanted, and the waste disposal process was carried out. After the body camera footage from that day was released, many people began questioning Mayor Whipple's actions. This was because the waste collection event was a community benefit intended for low and middle income residents. In other words, households with annual incomes ranging from $9,800 to $89,000. Mayor Whipple's annual income exceeded $100,000, making him ineligible to participate in the event. The Fraternal Order of Police, FOP, called on Whipple to apologize for what it described as his rudeness and abuse of power, specifically demanding that he apologize to Officer Vogt. However, Mayor Whipple stated that the officer's body camera did not capture the rude words and actions that Officer Vogt allegedly directed toward him at the beginning of the encounter. He argued that the publicly released law enforcement footage had been taken out of context. In response, the police department quickly released additional footage, including interviews with witnesses who were present at the scene on the day of the incident.
Mind if I just ask you to tell me what you saw? That way it's...
Well, I just seen him pull up there, and then I seen, was it you that went up there and talked to him?
I tried to, yeah.
And then, you know, he just kind of looked at you, you know, and he didn't do anything to diffuse the situation. He just looked at you, and I know that you told him like 2 or 3 times, and you were starting to get a little bit
stern.
I understand that, yeah, and you kept telling him turn around and go back the other way, and it's just like, I got and you know how this is.
Yes, sir.
My opinion was like, he just kind of like, don't you know who I am?
Yeah, I didn't recognize who he was. Did you recognize who he was initially? Okay, I just didn't catch it.
After he got there, and he kept saying, well, I just got a question, and he just looked at you, and it's like, dude, you had to know where the end of the line was.
Yeah. Did you, so you heard me tell him to go back, and did you see him comply with that? Did you see him comply with that?
He just kind of looked at you, that's what I said. In my opinion, he did nothing to diffuse the situation.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
And you know, I support Brandon, but in that instance, from what I see, he was in the wrong.
Okay. All right.
Just my opinion.
That's fine. I appreciate it. I don't want to influence your opinion, but like I said, since it became an issue, I wanted to make sure I talked to you if that's all right, and then that way it's I'll put your name down if they have any questions. Can they call you at that number?
That's the only number I got.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. And I appreciate you again. So.
Whether or not
some people think that they are.
Gotcha.
Ultimately, the Police Association announced the final results of its investigation. Mayor Whipple did not reside in District 4. We found that Mayor Whipple was attempting to divert attention away from his own abuse of power by personally attacking the officer through false and exaggerated allegations. This type of attention-seeking behavior was highly inappropriate. After conducting a more in-depth investigation, we agree with the findings of the police department. Officer Vogt's law enforcement actions were fully consistent with departmental policies. Therefore, we will not conduct any further internal investigation into Officer Vogt. Later, in the 2023 Wichita mayoral election, Whipple was defeated and lost his position as mayor. This case centered on the enforcement of local eligibility rules at a publicly funded community cleanup event. The law required participants to be residents of District 4 and prohibited the disposal of business-related waste. Officer Vogt acted within his legal authority by enforcing event regulations, maintaining public order, requesting identification, and denying participation to individuals who did not meet eligibility requirements. Investigators later concluded that his actions were consistent with departmental policy and that no evidence supported claims of misconduct or abuse of authority. Karma works fast, but our next suspect takes entitlement to another level. Watch this routine traffic stop instantly turn into a massive power trip.
Hey, good morning, sir. My name is Officer Armento of the AC Police Department. The reason why I pulled you over today is because your plates say they're suspended. So real quick, What's that?
What jurisdiction do you have?
A powerful city council member hides his identity to test the police officer who pulled him over.
I have a meeting to go to, so I prefer you do this as quick as possible. I just need to look into the MOU and figure out how to get you guys out of here. You want to see who I am?
September 10th, 2019. Phoenix, Maricopa County, Arizona, United States. While patrolling around the area near a school, an Arizona State University police officer noticed a car with a revoked license plate. Without hesitation, he turned on his lights and pulled up to stop the vehicle.
Hey, good morning, sir. My name is Officer Armento of the AC Police Department. The reason why I pulled you over today is because your plates say they're suspended. So real quick,
What jurisdiction do you have?
What's that?
What jurisdiction do you have?
Instead of explaining why he was stopped or reacting, the driver immediately turned and asked the officer a rather surprising question. What's your law enforcement jurisdiction?
Well, I'm a police officer, sir. Do you mind rolling down the passenger side window for my partner?
Yes.
Yes, you do mind?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, well, it's just for my safety and his, sir. Well, do you mind showing me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
Why are you?
Because your license plates are suspended, sir. Do you have any weapons in the vehicle I should know about?
What's your name?
My name's Officer Armenta, sir. Badge number 567. I'm with the AC Police Department, okay?
I don't understand what jurisdiction you have on film.
Okay, I'm a police officer through the state of Arizona, sir. I'm Arizona's post-certified, okay?
The post the officer referred to actually focused on standards and training programs for peace officers. In short, it was the Post Commission. This is a system that recruits and certifies police officers, responsible for setting standards, training, licensing, and revoking certification when necessary. This system exists in many U.S. states such as California, Arizona, Nevada, and others.
Which means I have jurisdiction, in the state of Arizona. Okay? So like I said, the reason why I pulled you over is because your license plate did return suspended, okay?
The driver still continued arguing about the officer's authority. He insisted that as a campus police officer, Officer Mansell could not intervene in that location. However, Officer Mansell calmly explained that under Arizona law, university police officers are not only responsible for campus grounds and nearby property, but also for public safety in the community. Their authority extends across the entire state, including the power to arrest, stop vehicles, and carry out other enforcement actions.
What do you mean, like it doesn't have?
Well, it could be a number of different things, sir. That's something that, myself and you have to figure out, okay? Your license plate on the vehicle, yes. So primarily it's suspended due to lack of financial responsibility, so insurance. So did you change insurance companies or something and did not report it to the MVD?
It's my dad's car.
It's your dad's car?
Yes.
Okay, well, like I said, that's primarily
Why
the
are you running
responsibility.
my plate?
Well, sir, we have jurisdiction, like I said, in this area.
It's outside of ASU.
I understand, sir, and this is still within our jurisdiction, okay? Like I said, I have jurisdiction in the state of Arizona. I am an Arizona certified police officer, okay? And so right now, I'm asking you for license, registration, and proof of insurance, please.
I don't believe you have jurisdiction.
Okay, I'm not here to sit and argue with you, sir, what you do and don't believe. I'm telling you exactly the facts, and I need your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
It can be seen that the driver kept trying to make things difficult for the officer. At first, he questioned why the police were checking his license plate. Then he continued to doubt whether Officer Mansell had any authority to operate outside the university area, insisting that he had no right to be there. However, the officer remained calm, kept his tone polite but firm, and continued requesting the necessary documents.
I have a meeting to go to, so I prefer you do this as quick as possible.
Sure, well, let me check things out, okay? What's your meeting for?
The driver then said he had an upcoming meeting and asked for things to be handled quickly. When asked what kind of meeting it was, he stayed silent and completely ignored the question.
What's that? This is insurance? Okay, sir, let me check things out. I'll be right back, okay? Just stay in the vehicle for me.
Because the insurance information on the document was unclear, the officer decided to call the insurance company directly to verify. The results showed that the insurance policy had been canceled. Reason: since August 19th, 2019, the owner had stopped making any payments. This also explained why the license plate showed as revoked in the database. According to procedure, the officer proceeded to remove the license plate. Meanwhile, Officer Mansell patiently explained the situation clearly to the driver.
Okay, sir, real quick, I got a couple things for you, Ben, okay? Can I get a good social real quick for identifiable purposes? No worries. All right, so this is what I have for you here, sir, okay? So I have your citation. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and explain why you do that. So right here, I have a citation for you, okay? This is for the display of the MI suspended plates, and this is for no mandatory insurance, okay?
I have insurance.
So for whatever reason, I don't know the whereabouts of that, but your insurance policy was canceled in August of this year. So I don't know who or why they did that, but it was canceled as of August of this year.
September, says here, paid for through September 11th, which is tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'm not here.
Expiration date is there.
I'm not here to argue with you, sir. I called the insurance company and they confirmed that it was canceled, okay? So I'm not here to argue with you on that. I verified it through the insurance company as well. So I don't, I do apologize what your paperwork says, but I confirmed it with the insurance company, okay? That your policy was canceled as of August of this year.
The driver immediately objected, claiming the insurance document he had showed it was only set to expire the next day. Faced with this argument, Officer Mansell remained calm and emphasized that he had already verified directly with the insurance company and everything was clear, so there was no reason for further dispute. He then continued guiding the driver step by step through the process.
So what you have to do to get this fixed, sir, is my partner is going to take the license plate off of your vehicle, okay? But an easy way to get this fixed is you can go to the MVD, show them proof of insurance, and you'd be able to get that plate back, okay? And that is how you or your father would go about doing this, okay?
What I need explanation is what you were doing marked at the Bank of America, running plates at Circle.
Oh, sir, we passed this already, okay? We passed this. I've explained to you. I've explained to you my jurisdiction in the state of Arizona, okay? We passed that already. We are now here, and I'm explaining to you how to resolve this issue, okay? So this is the issue that we are presented with here today, okay? And the only thing I need from you is the signature right here. It's not an admission of guilt, but it's explaining a promise to appear in court, okay? You can also verify, I believe, over the phone and give them an explanation, and they might be able to help you out that way, okay? The address is right here, and it's gonna be the Downtown Justice Court, okay? Do you understand that?
I'm not gonna say it.
All right, 1 second.
Clearly, the driver was not cooperating with the officer and refused to sign the citation.
Come on, get this section.
Just right.
Okay. All right, real quick, sir. So this is going to be your copy right here. So like I said, you do have to either go down to the Justice Court or give them a phone call, okay? You are going to have to go to the MVD to resolve this issue regarding the plate, okay? This is your information right here. Other than that, that's all I have for you. My supervisor is Sergeant Fruitman. He's with ASUPD as well.
Who's the chief or how does the ASU department run?
Well, if you'd like, you're more than welcome to call our ASU phone number, sir, and you can talk with them.
Chief Thompson.
Okay, so that's who your main boss is.
No, our main boss is through Arizona State University, so that's who we're employed with. However, like I explained earlier, we are certified police officers through the state of Arizona. Okay? If you have any further questions, you're more than welcome to call the ASU Police Department, and they'd be happy to answer anything you have, okay? All right, sir, I have nothing else for you, okay? All right, sir.
What are your concerns besides your plate suspended?
My concern is that you're out of jurisdiction.
No, we're not out of jurisdiction.
This is downtown Phoenix.
Yes.
You're out of
Our
jurisdiction.
campus is right there. We
Yes,
have
but you were outside.
statewide jurisdiction, sir,
You can do whatever you want any place in Phoenix.
in the state of Arizona.
Sir, I've already explained this to you.
That is correct. We enforce the law
Everywhere and anywhere.
where we're at.
Anywhere in the state of Arizona, sir. Okay, that's what I tried explaining earlier.
I just need to look into the MOU and figure out how to get you guys out of here. That's
Get us out of here.
Yeah, get you out of here.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Good luck. You want to see who I am?
Then, just as the two officers were about to leave, he suddenly made a provocative statement. "I'm going to get all of you fired." Not stopping there, he also said the line everyone has probably heard before. "Do you know who I am?"
Look, you want to see who I am?
I don't know if he's gonna get out or what he plans on doing.
No, we're done.
It turned out the driver was not a random person, but Carlos Garcia, a Phoenix City Council member who had been in office for only 6 months. Before being elected, Garcia had repeatedly criticized law enforcement, accusing them of excessive force and violations of civil rights. At the same time, he was also a progressive activist, actively defending the rights of undocumented immigrants. Political expert Barnes made the following assessment of him.
The councilman is anti-police officer, and he's playing it out in real time for all of us to see. That seems to me like a newly elected city official drunk on his own power.
However, Garcia gave a different explanation of the entire incident.
I wasn't sure why I was being pulled over, right? It looked like profiling. I'm concerned that a stop like that could end up in deportation proceedings or escalating or something.
He claimed that from the beginning he was not actually pulled over in that sense, and that he did not reveal his identity immediately, only doing so near the end of the stop in order to get the officer to pay attention to what he was saying. Regarding the phrase, "get you out of there," Garcia explained that he did not mean fire you, but rather that they should not be enforcing law in that area anymore. The case involves Arizona traffic law and enforcement authority. Driving with a revoked license plate and lapsed insurance is a violation of state motor vehicle regulations. Arizona law grants university police statewide authority to stop vehicles, enforce traffic laws, and conduct investigations. Refusing cooperation or citation does not void lawful detention or enforcement actions. Think that was arrogant? Get ready for a masterclass in pulling rank. See how a simple traffic violation pushes a VIP into a complete on-camera meltdown.
What's the incident?
Are you a commissioner?
I am the commissioner. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers.
This woman is throwing her weight around, trying to intimidate the cops to get out of a traffic stop.
Now, don't call me Miss. I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner?
Yes. You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut up and not tell me when I may take my kid.
This all went down in Tenafly, Jersey. Officer Matthew was out on his regular morning patrol when he spotted a car with illegal heavy tints on the driver's side windows. Plus, the license plate frame was covering up the state name, so he lit him up and pulled the car over.
Hello, please put this window down. How you doing today?
Good.
Hey, I'm just stopping you for 2 minor reasons. Okay, the first one is if you're a New Jersey driver, you actually can't have front tinted windows in New Jersey. The second reason is your license plate bracket, the silver bracket with some writing on it, is obscuring the whole outside of the plate. I actually could barely tell what state the license plate's from. I think it's the bottom, is that true? Okay, I can just read like the bottom part of it, and I can't read the bottom of the... Exactly. Yeah. So you just have your license on, your registration insurance? Check that out.
After running their info, the cop found out the driver's license was clean, but the car's registration was dead for almost 2 years. By law, all vehicles gotta pass regular inspections and maintenance. You only get to drive on public roads if your ride is street legal and safe for everybody else.
Okay, this one. Okay, perfect.
How long until you get here? Because we need to take everything out of your car and put it into the summer. Okay, thank you, Mom.
How long is that going to be?
She's 5 minutes away. She's 5 minutes away.
Meanwhile, a girl in the backseat called her mom, who was nearby, to come scoop her up. The cops started explaining to the driver and owner how to go about getting their impounded car back.
Like, I mean, is there...
Probably not. It would probably be done in the bottom. Yes.
Okay.
Probably at one of their inspections.
The mom showed up about 7 minutes later.
What do we need? How do we get the car back? cameras?
Valid registration, valid insurance card.
How do they know that this is her car? Like, don't you need to give us a receipt or something? Like, how are they going to know that this one
This is the
her?
receipt. This goes on file.
Hi, I'm Karen Turner. Hi,
It's not
Here,
her.
I'm a resident. Here you go.
It's fine. I don't need that.
Okay, fine. I'm
You're
Karen
just
Turner.
here. You're just here as the rider, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm here as a concerned citizen and friend of the mayor, and been in Tenafly for 20 years. I take full responsibility for them.
The second she stepped out, she whipped out her business card and name-dropped the mayor as a personal friend. Then she started grilling them about what happened, even though the cops had already spent forever explaining it to the driver and owner.
And what is the reason they were pulled over?
The driver has all the information. He'll tell you.
No. I need to know.
No, you don't need to know.
Okay?
We're not involved here. You're picking them up.
No. I'm involved. Trust me.
Well,
I'm
I'm not
very
going to tell
involved.
you. He's the driver of the automobile. He's over 18. That's all you need to know.
Okay. If you can,
We don't need to see credentials.
Okay.
We've explained already.
You need a. If you can give me a little bit of space here.
Who is this? Are you a commissioner?
I am the commissioner.
That's when she flashed a Port Authority of New York and New Jersey badge at the cops. Founded in 1921, the Port Authority runs the transit hubs, bridges, tunnels, airports, and seaports across New York and New Jersey. It's one of the biggest transit law enforcement agencies in the country, packing over 2,500 cops. The board has 12 commissioners appointed by the governors of both states, usually big-shot business people or politicians. The woman in the clip is Karen, a commissioner appointed by the former Jersey governor back in 2017.
One of the commissioners, and I'm heading up.
Do you have an ID with that?
That is my ID, and that is my business card. I am the commissioner of the Port Authority, and I'm heading up over 4,000 police officers. Okay? So, if there's a problem, I think I have...
There's no problem.
Well, I think there's a
It's
problem.
an unregistered vehicle.
Okay, let's hear, why were they pulled over, first of all?
Miss.
Now, don't call me Miss, I'm Commissioner. Thank you.
Commissioner.
Karen barked at the cops to stop calling her ma'am and address her as commissioner. It's a classic power trip, flexing her title to remind everyone she's got connections and pull.
Commissioner.
Yes.
All due
Why
respect.
were they pulled over?
All due respect.
Yep. Why
The
did
driver
they
will tell you.
No. I need
Yes,
to know.
ma'am. The car's getting towed now.
Why is the car getting towed?
Go ask him.
No. I'm asking. You're the person
Go ask
who's ordered it, and trust me.
Miss, this does not involve 1%.
Yeah, it does. It does, because I'm picking them up, and I'm offering to take responsibility for them, and you can't even tell me the charges. I'm also an attorney, so I think if you can't tell me, what is the problem?
That's fine.
Why is it such a difficulty to say why they're being pulled over and why the car's being towed?
Because everything has already been explained.
I know, but I need to know.
Why do you need to know?
Because this is impacting me, because I got 4 people who are coming back to my house, including people who live in New Haven attending Yale Graduate School, a PhD student.
Karen then went out of her way to tell the cops that one of the passengers was a Yale PhD student living in New Haven. Yale is a top-tier Ivy League school, and New Haven, where it's located, is also where former President George Bush is from.
And I don't know why it's so difficult to say what the problem is. This is impacting me. On Easter Sunday, I got to take 4 people
I'll be honest.
back to New
I'll be honest
Haven.
with you. Should I be frank with you?
Yeah, I want to know what the problem is.
It's more of the way you just approached me and your demeanor.
You know what? Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
I want to know why.
I just don't appreciate your demeanor.
I don't
You're being
appreciate...
very demanding with me.
No, I'm asking you a question which is not being answered.
But it doesn't need to be answered. It's irrelevant.
You know what?
If you'd like to read my report, you can come down to the police department records on Monday, and you can get a copy of it.
And you can't...
I am there is no... You have no right to know what's going on.
No, I do.
Explain to me why.
Because these are 4 people that I have
You're
to take
just a
responsibility.
Why do you have to take responsibility? They're all adults.
That's my daughter.
And she's a backseat passenger. She's a backseat passenger.
And there's a problem with you describing it because you don't feel confident. Why these people are being pulled over.
Your daughter has not been summoned. She was not the driver. This is not her vehicle. It's not your vehicle.
How are you involved? But this is not going to be... If you have a problem explaining what the problem is and why their car is being confiscated, then we have a problem. And trust me, I will be in with the commissioner of police, of tenafly.
Ma'am,
It
take a
will
step back.
be.
Take a step
If
back
you
for me,
can't
please.
even describe what the
Take a
problem
step back
is,
for me. I
there's
can't
a
move back any
problem.
farther. I keep moving back farther, and you keep moving closer to me.
Because you can't
Can you take
even
a step back?
put a sentence together
Take a
on what
step back.
the problem is.
Karen started getting right in Officer Matthews' face, threatening to call his police chief to report him. The cops knew they had to play it strictly by the book. Matthew kept his cool and stayed completely professional.
Because I'm not because of the weird demeanor.
No, I
I am
came in
under
very
no
nicely.
legal obligation to tell you.
And I'm under no
Okay.
legal obligation to tell you what I will be doing. But I
You
will.
can do whatever you would like to do.
She's been
This is a lawful motor vehicle stop. You are here to pick them up. Okay?
Okay.
There's going to be a report.
Yep.
The
there will
driver
be a
has been
report.
advised of everything that's going on.
Okay. I
All
was
the
there for
proper
your
forms have been
graduation
filled out.
when you guys came in the town, and it wasn't that long
What
ago.
graduation? What are you talking about?
Okay.
What graduation
Thank
when
you
I came
very
into
much,
what town? What-
Saditsky and Kaplan. Thank you for
Have
your
a nice day.
information and help. You know what? I hope you have a really nice holiday weekend too, because you just ruined it for a lot of people. Without
I
even the
didn't.
decency.
No, I didn't ruin anything.
Yeah,
I was
you
doing
did.
my job.
Yeah, you did.
I would just
This
hope
is
you
their
being
Easter,
a commissioner
this is their Passover.
that you would understand
You
the job
did it.
police officers have to do. But
There is no explanation. How can I understand?
You didn't
don't
even
have
ask
the
him.
decency.
You didn't even
no,
ask
I'm
him.
asking you because you're the one that's making the report, the problem, stating it. I'm going to
I
the
don't
store.
appreciate the way you approached me, the way you demanded information, the way
I'm
you're,
not demanding.
you're
I'm
stating
asking
based
you.
off of your
I'm
your,
asking
your
you.
position
I'm asking
in another
you.
agency,
I'm asking
whatever it may
you.
be. I mean, you have a business card with
How many
credentials.
times-
I don't know you. I just met you a minute ago. You have no official
So
identification.
Louis, what's his name? Schmarodovsky?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm just telling you who I am. I'm very disappointed in the way the two of you are acting. You cannot even tell me, a mother living in Tenafly for 20 years with 2 kids who went through the school system, what the problem is. And that's shocking. It's shocking that you can't even give me a sentence.
I think
no,
we should conclude this.
I will.
Just for safety reasons,
absolutely.
this is a high-speed road. I think we should all get off of the road. It's a little bit dangerous for us being out here as long as we were
Thank
anyway.
you for your concern with my safety.
Okay.
I don't need it. You can't put a sentence together. Sorry.
Okay.
That's pathetic.
Okay.
And you are a disappointment. And you are just following him. So you are also a disappointment. You can't put together a sentence of what the problem is.
After going off on Matthew, she turned her sights on Officer Tom, snapping, "You've got no mind of your own. You just follow everyone else around."
Are you finished, ma'am?
I'm shocked.
Are you
I'm
finished?
shocked and very disappointed. Thank you for
may
your
take
help.
them. You may take them now.
You may not tell me when to take my child. You may shut up and not tell me when I may take my kids.
Karen quickly realized her badge and status meant absolutely nothing to these cops. She ended up getting so mad she literally threw a tantrum and cursed at them.
And her friends, who are PhD students from MIT and Yale. You may tell me nothing because you told me nothing. Shame on both of you. I will be talking to the chief of police.
Please.
And I will be speaking to the mayor.
Badge number
And you're
540.
not- I got your name. I got your name.
Just to make sure there's
I know
no discrepancies.
Ziporiak. There's no
Matt is the first name.
No. Don't you worry.
As long as you got all the information right.
I got all your information,
Okay.
sweetheart. You can't put a sentence together. That's shameful.
Okay.
That's shameful.
Have a pleasant weekend.
You have a wonderful
All right.
weekend. You're going to be very...
A month later, the Tenafly PD dropped the full dashcam footage, and the internet went crazy over it. A week after the video went viral, the public backlash forced Karen to resign from the Port Authority. Police Chief Robert put it plain and simple: "My guys did a great job. Nobody is above the law." Now, the precinct's phones and inboxes are blowing up every day with people praising the 2 cops. Other local PDs are even using the footage in the academy as a textbook example of how rookies should handle traffic stops. When this all went down, Officer Matthew had been on the job for over 6 years. Officer Tom was basically a rookie, only 18 months into the force. Karen name-dropped Mayor Peter Rustin twice, threatening to have a word with him about the cops. After the video dropped, Mayor Rustin spoke up, saying, "Karen is a good friend of mine, but I'm really upset about how this played out. She's a good person, but she crossed the line." The cops obviously showed a lot of restraint. Port Authority Chairman Kevin officially issued an apology to Matthew and Tom. The Port Authority hit Karen with a formal reprimand, calling her behavior outrageous and deeply disturbing. In the end, the Ethics Commission slapped Corinne with a $1,500 fine.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
That tantrum ruined a career, but we saved the absolute craziest for last. Watch how 5 minutes of pure ego completely destroy a major political campaign. So this whole thing goes down in Sarasota, Florida. It's Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2022. Officer Julia Burskin is out on patrol and spots a guy speeding while texting behind the wheel. So naturally, she pulls him over.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at the officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I'll just call the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir.
The guy in the driver's seat is Martin Hyde, a hotshot gearing up for a congressional run down in Florida. He's originally from the UK, used to play soccer, and eventually put down roots here in the States. He started a business hawking office equipment, and by 2019, he starts dipping his toes into the local political scene.
You do this?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, okay. What's your name?
Officer Baskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance registration and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief of Congressional. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play with this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir, are you refusing to produce your registration?
Now, as we all know, you gotta renew your car registration every single year. You pay your fees, get the car inspected, you know the drill. Then the DMV hands over your fresh registration and inspection sticker.
I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay, sir.
Doing this?
When a cop pulls you over, handing over that registration is standard procedure. No getting around it. Right off the bat, you can tell Hyde is giving this officer a ton of grief and has zero intention of cooperating.
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Where's your video?
All right.
The officer sees he's just looking for a fight, so she refuses to take the bait. She heads straight back to her cruiser, writes him up, and hits him with 3 separate tickets.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
That's when Hyde gets nasty and takes a cheap shot at her immigrant background. That kind of discrimination is a huge deal over here. But the funny thing is, the cop is actually a Latvian-American citizen. Maybe Hyde's got some weird bias going on there.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Okay. You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 Great Bell Street? You don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be issued a citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
All right, you are going to be issued a citation.
There's the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
For failing to produce your registration. All right.
Sir,
you're going to...
He's fuming, even sinking low enough to call the officer an idiot. He keeps threatening her job, going so far as to call the chief of police right in front of her just to flex. From the looks of it, you'd think the chief and Hyde are running in the exact same circles.
And it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment.
You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
Yeah. You know what he said about you?
If you fail to complete...
Like this.
Okay.
And he's going to have you again.
Or maybe Hyde is just blowing smoke. Hard to tell for sure. But the officer, she keeps her cool, swallows the disrespect, and just does her job.
And that's fine.
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
Sir?
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do a prior to submission of payment, as they do require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license. You are going to be issued a citation for text.
Seeing that she won't bow down, Hyde shoves his phone in her face to show off his congressional campaign phone case. He's just trying to throw his weight around and show who's boss.
You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty and an option to plead not guilty. You are going to be issued a citation for failure to provide your registration upon request. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You can plead guilty or not guilty.
You're lying.
Green paper.
You're
Green
lying.
paper tells you
Why
you
are
have
you
30
lying?
days to repay.
Why are you lying?
You have 30 days
Why
to
are you
reply.
lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in case you have any questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citation's over here. You can accept them. I will wait. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Watching this, you really feel for the cop and the sheer amount of garbage she's dealing with. With all that pressure, she just wants to get back to her car, take a breather, and brush off his nonsense. She knows she can't afford a single slip-up against a heavy hitter like him.
Back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety. 14 right here. Can I have another unit respond? Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety and for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative. Are you still waiting for a supervisor or are you leaving?
Reggie, I'm just coming down.
Okay, very good.
By the way, he's a friend of mine.
I'm sorry?
Friends of mine.
Okay.
I'm on my way over there. Why are you doing this?
Because I have a job to do, sir. Nobody's above the law.
She's proving what this country is supposed to be all about. Nobody is above the law, and everyone gets treated the exact same way. Plain and simple.
No one's above the law. You have to have some degree of respect for law-abiding.
That degree of respect started the moment I walked up to your car, sir.
No, you knew exactly what you were doing and you made a mistake.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I'll fight the citation. I'll fight your employment.
Okay. You're more than, you know, you're an influential person. You're
very.
You could go ahead and do that. Okay.
Why not just say you're sorry?
Because I did nothing wrong, sir. I was doing my job, but I am going to ask you either to sit in your car or step on the sidewalk because I don't want either one of us getting hit.
Shortly after, backup arrives on the scene.
Sarge Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Speeding 57 and a 40. Texting while driving. Failure to produce his registration when I asked. He told me I could look it up.
Okay. You know who he is,
yes.
Right? Yeah, you finally identified him?
Yes.
Okay. So you're just gonna stay by to cite him, or?
He already got cited.
Oh, he has already
Yeah.
the citation. So he just.
From the moment I walked up.
So he's just waiting for.
He's waiting for supervisor, and I guess he spoke to Frangione, so Frangione is on his way.
Mr. Hyde? I guess you talked to Sergeant Frangione by the phone?
I did, yeah.
Okay, he's on his way. She requested another unit, so that's what
How do
another
you give
unit.
someone a certificate, ticket for no registration when they've got their registration? She's trying to make her spurs, but it's a big mistake.
Well, this one is the expired one, but
Well, it doesn't make it. It'll take 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful. And I just wanted you to witness it, know that the registration was right there, and she deliberately chose to write the ticket. She came up, she said, the first... Look, there's a video of it, so be quiet. There's a video of what you said.
There is.
And I've got a video of what you said. Right? What she said was, I don't have it. She immediately said, I write your citation. She went right back. She never said anything. She went straight back. I denied the citation. She's straight back, right the stuff. I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young lady.
I was talking to my sergeant. Sergeant, if you don't mind if we could step over up the road onto the sidewalk.
Yeah, just a second, officer.
Come on then.
Yeah, Mr. Hyde, like I said,
No.
you know...
I've represented you guys in union discussions. My son is a cop. I'm friends with everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were going to write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money? It's the manner and the nature of it.
Okay. And like I said, Sergeant Fangione will be over here to talk to you about her interaction.
Outrageous. Yeah. Why would you do that? Why? I mean, of all the people to do it to.
Yeah, I understand, sir. And you know, I set you. You know, I've been with the negotiations with you, and I understand where you're coming from.
I don't ask for special treatment, but I don't expect to get treated like a punk.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Frangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
Then the chief himself rolls up. Let's take a look at the chief's body cam footage.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing.
Okay.
She lied about the speed. I could care less. You can give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration, and she's registration. It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is.
Okay.
And she still gives me it.
Okay. All right.
She's being fun. And the thing is, I appreciate that.
You can see Hyde is so riled up, his zipper is literally down.
I back you guys left, right, and center.
I understand that. I do. Trust me, I do
And
know
I
that.
don't expect better treatment, but I don't expect worse treatment. If that's how you treat people, that's unacceptable.
I understand. I understand your frustration.
And I can get the video and I can play it to the mayor. I understand that, but you know, the thing is, I don't take kindly. She knew exactly, because I said to her, right away, I said, she's like, yeah, I know. Straight away, writing the tickets. Why?
Well, she's a traffic officer.
Yeah,
that's what we do. But I understand.
Yeah, I understand that's what she do.
Yeah.
It's not what you do, and you know it.
Listen, she has a job to do. I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna look at the video. I understand your concerns. I'm gonna look at the video. I notified everybody in the chain of command right now. That's what I was doing. That's why I was not coming here. I thought you were gonna meet me at the station, but it's not a big deal. She's going right now to dock her video. Right now, she's going to dock the video. And if there's problems, you will be the first to know.
Well, I know there's problems. The difference is, I'll do something about it.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm going to take your complaint, is what I'm doing. That's the first step.
You know, how can you write a ticket for no registration when you've got the registration? I mean, as if I get a $150,000 car, I've lived here for 25 years and I don't register the car. Why do that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Well, you tell me what the point is.
It's just a state statute that she enforces. She's not the only traffic officer that writes.
Would you give a ticket for that?
I really don't leave the office. I understand what you're saying.
I understand you have a video on there, but the fact is, nobody in their right mind would give a ticket for that to me. Nobody.
I understand what you're saying, and you producing it, she probably should have taken that ticket away, but I'm going to find out what exactly occurred.
Because she had a bee in her bonnet because she thought she was on a big power trip. Guess what? She's been there 7 years. She ain't going to make it.
Behind the scenes on these body cams, everyone usually tiptoes around sensitive topics when the red light is blinking. Not Hyde, though. He's completely unhinged, acting like he runs the whole damn town.
I'll make sure.
Well, I'll get going on.
She ain't.
All right, listen, that's your prerogative. I'm gonna get started.
This is not right, Andy.
Okay, I understand.
It's not right. You don't treat people that have treated and supported you like that.
I understand where you're coming from.
Bare minimum of respect is yes sir, no sir. Not a word of it.
Total straight up lies. Let's roll back the tape and hear how polite the officer actually was to him.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? I still have a job to do, sir. Go right ahead, sir. Sir, can I have 7 years, sir? Yes, sir, I do. Yes, sir.
Straight up, talking to me like I'm a piece of get back in your car, which is she's standing, she's got a car door open, and I'm leaning against here talking to someone. Okay? So, in case you get hit by traffic. Just being difficult. Okay? Just being cocky.
I I do understand where you're coming from.
But it isn't. It's a bad interaction.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was.
How difficult is it to come to me and say, you're doing 57, give us your license and your registration? Why get into immediately like that when she knew exactly who she was talking to? If that's how, no wonder you got people shooting people in Newtown if that's how you talk to them.
Then Hyde crosses a massive line by blaming the police for mass shootings in America. And you can see the chief's demeanor instantly turn dead serious.
All right, Martin, I'll talk to you later.
And writing tickets when someone's actually got the physical stuff, tell me that's me.
I understand. I do. All right, I'll talk to you later. Go to mute.
After that, the chief mutes his mic. Cops got to keep the cameras rolling during an active scene, but they can legally kill the audio once the official business wraps up. Let's not forget, this is the same Martin Hyde who ran for the Sarasota City Commission back in 2019 and got absolutely crushed. He lost because of some racist stunt at an exclusive country club where he yelled, "Go cut grass," at a Hispanic kid playing tennis who was actually a paying guest.
Keep your mouth shut. Mouth shut? Yeah. Yeah? Calling the police, bro. We're calling the police. That's racism.
Call the chief police. She knows.
Yeah? That's racism, man. How can you say something like that? Aren't you human? Aren't you human?
Get out.
Aren't you human, man?
It's a private club. Get out.
Aren't you human?
I know. I'm going to have a walk. Out and never let back in.
Yeah. Doing that right now.
Out.
I'm getting out. That's stupid. That's racism.
I know.
That's racism.
These things were thrown out of the club. I'm a member of the club. These kids are not.
But you
wanted to throw out.
You're telling me to cut grass because I'm Hispanic.
I didn't say that.
You said cut some grass, man.
Yes.
So what?
Here's a news clip of Hyde giving an interview after today's absolute train wreck.
You threatened her position. Why did you do that?
I tried to bully her. I mean, I'm not proud of it. She knew. And if you watch the video, the other cops, when they came up and said, you know who that is too. And the reason they said that isn't because I'm important, but because they know. I've spent hundreds of hours working on behalf of causes for Sarasota Police Department, for its pay, for officers' discipline, to help them out. And therein lies the irony. My own son, my oldest son, is a deputy sheriff. And so this isn't a question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting in a way that he regrets. But I am sorry. And I'd like to think that I'll learn from it. I'd like to think other people might learn something from it. While I'm sorry and while I accept that it shouldn't have happened, there are many, many worse things that happen all over the world every single day. And part of the reason I'm running is to make sure that we live in a better world.
The public fallout was insane. The Bodycam video alone racked up 25 million views on YouTube, and Hyde got completely smoked in the primary, losing by a landslide 86% to 13%. His own YouTube channel got absolutely mobbed the second he uploaded a video, with people telling him to man up, apologize for real, and get the hell out of politics for good. These cases highlight a core principle of U.S. law enforcement. No one is above the law, whether it is a Georgia deputy speeding at 95 miles per hour, a Kansas mayor violating district waste regulations, or an Arizona councilman driving with revoked plates and lapsed insurance. The law applies equally. From New Jersey expired registrations to a Florida candidate texting while speeding, political titles and badges do not grant immunity. Officers have the full authority to enforce these statutes on everyone.